Hello everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video we're going to be checking out Aurum Vale. Now, I haven't made a video with me going through Aurum Vale in a very long time. One of my original guides when the game first came out was an Aurum Vale guide, so I guess consider this almost like an upgraded version. So before we get started with Aurum Vale, there's a few different ways to unlock it. The way that matters most is it is going to be the final quest you have to do in order to get to max rank with your Grand Company. Now, in order to do that, you're going to have to get to, in my case, Chief Flame Sergeant. I don't remember what the names are for the other Grand Companies, what the names of the ranks are. If you want to check to see if you are eligible to get this final quest, see where it says Company Seals right here? See how my maximum is 45,000? That's the signal that lets you know you can do this. It's a level 47 quest I just accepted from this NPC called Gilding the Bilious Immortal Flames. It'll change to Order of the Twin Adder or the Maelstrom, depending on which Grand Company you're actually with. So, with that out of the way, we have the first quest. However, I do want to grab both of the quests. So we're actually also going to go to Horizon, and we're going to go check out our friend Nedrick, who is in Vesper Bay. He also has a quest to unlock the Aurum Vale. Now, I remember they changed something with Aurum Vale at some point, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was. It was something to do with the unlock process, which makes me feel like this guy, Nedrick, doesn't even have the quest anymore. It happened like either in 2.1 or 2.05 or something like that. It was such a long time ago, I can't remember. So I guess we'll find out when I get to Nedrick if he even still has the quest, or if Gilding the Bilious is the only Aurum Vale available quest at this point. But regardless, you're going to want to get this quest done before you hit 50. That way you can have max Grand Company rank. Gives you access to some starting level 50 gear when you actually get the Grand Company seals in order to afford them. And it just makes it so you have access to everything that the Grand Company really has to offer, assuming you have the seals to afford it. On top of that, there's some other content that's gated behind being max Grand Company rank. We're going to talk about that in a later video. When I talk about the individual features themselves, that is when we're really going to talk about why you need the max Grand Company rank and everything. And this dungeon we're about to do, it gives a lot of people nightmares, and I'm hoping for the sake of this video that I don't get one of those parties that gives you nightmares. It's pretty rough on brand new players, and here it is, going for the gold. There we go. That's the other quest you can use to unlock it in case you don't have access to the maximum Grand Company rank when you hit level 47. Although I still highly recommend that you go out of your way and actually, well, get to this point with your Grand Company ranks. You've been seeing I've been buying upgrade gear, accessories, weapons, all that, and it's really, really good for leveling secondary and third and fourth classes. Just having all that gear and not needing to worry about buying gear or anything for your other classes when you level them up. So you'll notice that I teleported to Mordona, even though Aurum Vale is actually in Corthus. Now, if you look at where Aurum Vale actually is, it's literally right next to this exit in Mordona. So it's faster than teleporting all the way up to Dragonhead. It's faster to just teleport to Mordona, walk through the zone right up here, and bam, guess where you are? You're at Aurum Vale. Alright, so right over here, we got one quest we're handing in, another one we're just kind of, gaining access to. Just both quests we have to speak to the same NPC, so it's not a big deal. And then after that, I'm going to queue into the dungeon, and we're going to cross our fingers and hope for the best. Now, Aurum Vale is another dungeon that's a little bit like Zamiel Darkhold, where you can do first room runs for speed runs. A lot of people prefer Darkhold because it's a little safer, but if you have a decent group, Aurum Vale from 47 to 50 can be extremely effective. So at this point, I'm going to go to the Duty Finder, and I'm going to hopefully get an instant queue because it's actually pretty late in the evening on a Saturday. But we'll see what happens. There it is, the Aurum Vale, level 47. And I am going to hit join. I'm scared. I'm scared, guys. Let me make sure that I have... Okay. And I don't remember which video it was, but I had a video where I had a ton of attribute points I didn't use right before going into a dungeon. But anyway, I'm going to cut the video right here, and when I come back, we'll be doing the worst dungeon leveling from 1 to 50. See you then. Alright, I was looking down at my phone. Only took about 2.5 minutes to get the queue. It's better than the last few videos I've done, where I've done them at like 8, 9 in the morning, and it takes me like 20 minutes to get a queue, even as a healer. Oh, well, thankfully... It's funny because it's the opposite for DPS. DPS in the morning, the queues are like super fast because there's not many other DPS queuing. Whereas healers and tanks, for some reason, just takes forever. So, welcome to Aurum Vale. Prepare to have the worst nightmare you've ever had. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cleric stance this. Aurum Vale is one of the big dungeons where you have to be very careful about the use of cleric stance. And why did I just use swift cast? I don't even know how that happened, to be honest. Okay, so this is the entire first trash room before the boss. Already, I love this tank, by the way. So this room is a living, breathing death trap for new players. So you're going to notice there's a lot of poison puddles on the ground. If you stand on those poison puddles, you will be poisoned as long as you stand on them. So you want to avoid, well, oh, God, what the... Oh, God, he took so much damage. Oh, my goodness. Whew! That was scary. So... if these things do a giant AoE attack, just don't stand in it. It's scary. I did not expect. Alright. Anyway, so these poison puddles will poison you if you stand in them. So when you have to walk over them, make sure you do it fast. Don't just chill on them and be like, oh, why am I taking so much extra damage? It's because you're, damn it. It's because you're on the poison puddles. Also, there's these little things right here, and I think you just saw what these do. They push you around. So as a healer, you really don't want to stand on those because they'll interrupt your cast. So that's tip number 2. And the third biggest tip is there are so many enemies wandering around this first room. It's highly recommended you pull the first toad, like that guy did. Then you have to really be careful of the veil wasps. The next thing you should probably do is grab all 3 of these F stools close to the wall, and after you do that, you have a couple of choices. If you can find an opening where there's no veil wasps right next to those lilies of the veil, then what you'll want to do instead is you'll literally just want to aggro those lilies of the veil and run into the boss room. Why do I feel like this guy's taking a ton of damage? It's weird because he took like no damage on the first guy other than the big hit. I've had to heal this guy quite a bit. Not a big deal, though. He did the pulls right. That's all I care about. I don't care how much damage he takes from the trash as long as he's doing the pulls right. My gear is also, I think, a little bit outdated at this point. So right here, this is the pull that separates the men from the boys. This is the pull. If he fights those where they stand, we're doomed. Nope, he's making a run for it. So this is the other strategy. You literally just pull these lilies of the veil, pull them into the boss room, and fight them in here. Like, right over here in the corner. I love this tank. This tank's getting my commendation immediately. I love this tank. So this is the most efficient way of doing this without doing a sack pull, where you literally just have the tank grab everything, have everyone run into the boss room, and then he dies and you res him, which is a very popular strategy. Look, we're already at the first boss. Like, if you can get past that first room, the dungeon becomes significantly easier. But because of all the wandering enemies in that first room, this is usually a nightmare. Look, I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to go stand. That Nether Nyx if that Nether Nyx aggroes you, it's going to tongue you into the Veil Wasps, into 2 more Lilies of the Veil, into potentially 4 Veil Wasps. While you're fighting the Lilies, you literally get like 9 enemies on you in an instance. It is a nightmare. If you are taking this slow and you don't do what we just did, pull the Lilies of the Veil all the way back to the start. I'm telling you, pull them as far back from where it's standing right now. If you have to pull the Nether Nyx, get a stone skin on your tank first. If it does 0 damage, it doesn't stick on the tank. It is extremely important that that doesn't happen. But anyway, we're already on to the first boss, so I'll just talk about that. So the first boss, you'll notice there's these 4 Morble fruits around the room. I'm going to go stand over by this one. And basically, the boss is going to do an AoE ability that gives everyone a stacking debuff. And every time that debuff hits you again, it stacks up 1 more time, and it deals more and more damage. What you're going to want to do is every time you get 2 stacks of this debuff, you're going to want to just quickly turn around and eat a Morble fruit. If you want to mark the fruits so that way nobody gets confused about which one is theirs, then that's a really good idea. The tank almost always takes the Morble fruit right there. A healer or a ranged DPS usually takes these 2 Morble fruits, and then a melee DPS takes the one over there. That's why fighting the boss right where it spawns is usually a pretty good idea. It also doesn't hurt to throw regens up, because you don't really do too much healing other than the occasional, you know, swipe attack. But this tank is not taking much boss damage, so I think I got a really good Aurum Vale group. So you'll see that now we have 2 stacks of gold lung. Now we go ahead and we eat our marble fruits. Now, this boss is 2 stacks. Some people wait till 3, but the actual strategy for this boss is only 2 stacks. The last boss has a very similar mechanic that only requires you to go to 2 stacks. This seems a lot weaker. I feel like this has been nerfed for some reason, but normally going to 3 stacks, I remember it hitting a whole lot harder than that, but the dot is doing a ton of damage to them. Okay, now they're fine. Yeah, so the dot, oh, what the heck? He got hit by that. Oh, I'll save your life. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. All right, we're good, we're good, we're good. Yeah, so as you can see, it can get pretty healing intensive if you're not too careful. I'm actually gonna... Oh, God. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Oh, God. Everybody's taking so much damage. Oh, please. I got you. Oh, I have to focus. I can't do any more commentary. The double stack dot is doing so much damage to everybody. That's why you really want to get rid of the double stack as soon as possible, because the damage over time that it does also increases with every stack. Look how much damage it's doing every second to this person. Let's see how much. It does 300 damage every tick to that person. So if everybody has 2 stacks, that is a lot of damage going around. You really want to avoid that. So as soon as you get that second stack, eat your marble fruit, and you should be good to go. That's really the most important thing about this fight, is eating the marble fruit at 2 stacks, is this dot is murder. It hurts so bad. That's why I gotta eat mine immediately. That also hurts a lot. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to save this guy. Oh, come on. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Oh, come on. Okay. We're fine. And you can tell I'm a little bit under-geared for this. You see how many Cure 2s I've had to use? You've seen me in this dungeon before. You know I don't usually spam Cure 2 like this. But the triple stack is killing me. Look, he took 666 damage. Oh my goodness. By the way, it keeps the mechanic doesn't go away when the fight ends. So make sure you eat a fruit before you go on to the next boss. Because as you can see, I'm getting... My MP is just getting wrecked right now. Why do I keep accidentally... Oh, you know what it is? I know why I keep accidentally triggering my Swift cast. It's because I'm leaning my controller on my lap, and then I'm pressing circle to, like, deconfirm something or whatever. Deconfirm. Yeah, that's totally the word I was looking for. Yeah. So, as you can see, it can get really rough really fast if people don't eat the fruit at 2 stacks. So that's the only thing you really have to do. He does a few swipe attacks, don't stand in the poison, and that's it. You know, avoid AoEs, and it's a pretty simple fight. That's already the first boss done. Like, that's how... This dungeon is really, really short if you know how to do all the pulls. And speaking of knowing how to do all the pulls, this is a pull that you could usually do it pretty recklessly. So you'll see there's a bunch of marble seedlings. These things, they don't really hit that hard. And here, they don't give you any debuffs or anything, so they're pathetic. They're super easy to deal with. Look how much a single stone 2 drops it by like 20%. It does a lot of damage. So you just kill these things, whatever. Now those marble fruits that you see, those are different from the marble fruits from the other room. They both share the same name, but they have 2 completely different functions. And these actually begin casting an ability that if it finishes casting, the fruit will actually turn into an extra marble seedling. So what you usually do is you'll just have the caster kill them off, or have a ranged DPS do it. You can even do it with like a warrior's tomahawk or a shield lob. It's really, really easy. This guy doesn't need to be coming to help me. I can solo these pretty easily. But I do appreciate the extra effort. We also had a disconnect, so we had a good start to the dungeon, but that explains why these things are taking a pretty long time to kill. He was doing fine. It's very rare for people to leave the first boss here, so I'm assuming that it's just, you know, it's nothing major. Also, this guy's just standing in the poison. Please stop standing in poison. Thank you. Yeah, poison hurts. Poison definitely hurts. Also, actually, does he have Raiton at this level? He should. I'm noticing that this ninja is using Doton on single targets. I main ninja. Don't do that. I'm just telling you right now, a lot of ninjas seem to think Doton on single target is a good thing. It's not. It's good if you mess up, and that's your only option left. Like, if you can no longer get a Raiton, the only thing left for you to possibly do is to Doton. But other than that, it's not good on single targets. So if you can avoid using it, don't use it. What you usually want to do is make sure you have your Huton buff up, then Suiton and Trick Attack. He doesn't have Trick Attack yet because he's level 49, not level 50. So you can use Sneak Attack, but it's kind of risky. What's more common is you'll literally just use all Rhytons at this level. If you're confident in your Sneak Attacks, go right ahead, but it's way more common to use the... it's way more common just use Rhytons entirely here. How long should we give him to come back? Give him a couple more minutes. I'll type that out. Couple more minutes. I don't mind. I've disconnected and it's not always super quick to come back. I'm gonna pass it. I don't. If it hits the ground, I'll regret it, but I don't. Oh my goodness, he went really far up. All right, so this pull just became a big deal. So it's time to take things a little bit more seriously. I got the regen up on him. I don't think I'm going to be... No, I can cure one him. He's going to have to AoE non-stop because he takes so much damage and we have no AoE at all. Like, I need to just get that off just to help kill them. Like, I didn't even have time to cleric stance it. This is not the kind of pull you want to happen. We might die here. I liked what he was trying to do. It just didn't end up working. So, he gets an A for effort. But we'll see what happens. That's not good also. Because I can't stop to heal him. I don't think this guy has any more cooldowns. Like, watch, he's probably going to die because I stopped to heal the other guy. Ooh, I got you. I got you. No, I got you. I got you. Oh, you need more cooldowns, bro. You need more cooldowns. I'm spamming Cure 2s. I'm spamming Cure 2s. I can't spam them any harder. Oh, my God, my MP. My MP hurts so much. Got Shroud of Saints. Alright, we got the Divine Seal, baby. We got the Divine Seal. We need to start killing. Now, in this situation, Doton would be amazing. Okay? Just letting you know, if this ever happens to you, Doton is great. So use it. Definitely use it. I'm going to give him one last regen with my Divine Seal. Oh, I shouldn't have stopped to do that. He's taking so much damage. It's so much damage. Oh my goodness, it's so much damage. We need to kill some of these things. Have we killed any of them yet? I'm gonna run out of MP. I gotta pop an ether. Ether. Like, I can't keep up with it with... Okay, there's the Doton. We could have used that a while ago. I don't have any MP. I'm out of MP. Oh, I got a free cure. I got a free cure, baby. Oh, we can do this. We can do it. We can do it. Just tunnel. Oh, we got another free cure. Oh, this game loves me right now. Alright, if we can kill off a couple of them, we'll be fine. Please just start. They need to start dying. Oh my goodness, the free cure procs are so real right now. These free cure procs are saving us so hard. I can't even stop to... I don't have enough MP to regen him, first of all. I also don't have time to stop to cast the regen because every second that I don't heal... I should have reposed like 5 of them because I have no MP. Oh my goodness. No. No, I have nothing. Oh, stay alive. Oh, I saw that miss. Oh my god, free cure proc. Game loves me. Game loves me. This is so hardcore right now. You have no idea. Dude, I love you for the Dotons. Please, just keep doing it. The AoE. The AoE. I got nothing. You gotta hold out. You gotta hold out. You gotta hold out. I almost have Shroud of Saints again. I almost have it. I didn't get another freeze cure. Oh, I shouldn't have stopped to cast that. Oh. Oh my goodness. We got this. We got this. We got this. Okay, I think we need to vote kick the other guy because he's been AFK for this whole thing and this is totally scaring me. Okay, I think we got it under control. Whoo! So that was the scariest thing that's happened to me in a long time. Alright. Let's get him at a comfortable health level, please. I got the Shroud. We're good. We're good. We're good. I got the Divine Seal too. Also, I popped it after the regen, so GG. I think I need to end the video right now. My head is exploding from all that. That was so incredibly scary. Oh my god. So this is why you want to keep your armor up to date, because as a tank, you'll take less damage. As a healer, you'll heal more. I don't know what was the deciding factor there, but that was scary as hell. I don't even know, mate. Did I have Cleric Stance on that whole time? I just felt like my heals weren't doing enough. Oh my god. Yeah, now he's been gone long enough. Now he's been gone long enough. Okay. He said he needs to hold on a second. Okay. We'll wait. No. Friend might be about to beat turn 13. Oh, nice. He's watching his friend on Steam. On stream. On Twitch, I'm assuming, beat turn 13. 5%. Nice. Nice. Well, while we're doing that, I think at this point, after a pull like that, it's fair enough to be like, alright, I think we can... Unavailable. Oh, no, not player search. That's not what I wanted. I wanted... No, I wanted... Party. There we go. I'm used to just doing it through the keyboard command, so... It, yeah. He's, offline. I'm sorry, guy, but you're offline. We can't help anymore. You've been offline for too long. Why am I not stone scanning everybody while I'm waiting? That was like... You have no idea. I don't think we've had an experience anything like that in this entire series. Oh, and my controller. Sorry about that. Whenever my controller comes undone, it just freezes the action that was last going on. I think he just wants to run straight down the middle. Yeah. If we run straight down the middle and get no aggro, we're good to go. Alright. So now we should probably wait for our fourth party. We could beat this guy with 3 people. But that was rough. So I wanted to talk about that trash because these dire mites have a giant conal AoE that you absolutely don't want to hit you. But, yeah, as you can see, just heal through it and you'll be alright. But the second boss is actually a complete nightmare. So Coin Counter is a boss that's really more like a primal in a sense that all of his AoEs, or all of his hard-hitting AoEs, there's no AoE notifications for any of them. So... yeah, I'm going to be calling them out one by one and making sure you understand. You have to know the name of every move that Coin Counter uses because you just have to be able to read the name to determine how you're going to dodge the attack. And also, there are, you know, there's a small poison puddle there. There's a few of them strewn about. There's also these, the things that knock you back. So again, don't stand on those. Don't stand on the little smoke pillars because it will not, it's not favorable, trust me. Look at that. This guy's got courage. He's like, I don't even care. I'm not going to stealth up past these things. It would make me run slower. Why would I do that? Dude, I like it. I like the confidence. I like the speed. Oh, man. So, okay, after all that, this should be relatively easy by comparison as long as people don't get hit by abilities. So, see, L3 is not... Is it L1 plus... Nope, definitely not L1. Is it R1 plus L3? Nope. Is it R1 plus... Nope, that's not it. Yeah, so, I don't know. Focus target on my... I guess because my PlayStation 4 controller's not entirely, you know, mapped properly, it's not working properly. So, first move he has is, what was that, 10-ton swipe? So, any move that is labeled a swipe, he actually will attack in a cone in front of him. And any attack that's labeled a swing will be a full AoE around him. So whenever he charges up an attack, 100-ton swipe. That means the tank has to make sure they don't get hit by it by not standing in front of the boss. You can either run through the boss and go to his rear in order to dodge it, or you can literally just run away. So the other attack you just saw is Glower. He'll target a random party member and he'll do a line AoE in their direction. Hits really hard, also causes paralysis. And so just, you have to dodge left or right for it. Eye of the Beholder is also a an attack that you definitely need to watch out for. Eye of the Beholder, what he'll do when that attack comes out is he'll actually charge up his eye. And after he does that, like, you'll see him do a whole thing. It'll say that the coin counter takes a moment to reconsider. That's him preparing Eye of the Beholder. All you have to do to dodge Eye of the Beholder is literally run under the boss. It hits in a 270-degree cone around him, but it doesn't actually hit immediately near his body. So you saw me run up to dodge it right there. Now, this attack you have to move out of. This is 100-ton swing. If that hits you, that will happen. It one-shot the tank. That attack, you really need to move out of the way. Now, don't get me wrong. It's totally fine. The tank died. It's actually a very tough mechanic for newer players to deal with. Oh, goodness, the swipe. It's actually a very tough mechanic for the new, for new healers to, for new players to deal with. So just be sure whenever you see that 100-ton swing, you can actually stun it if you want. You can stun all of his moves here. Oh, gotta move right now. There was a Glower again. Yeah, so it's all about literally dodging 100-ton swipe by not standing in front of him. His next move, let's see which one he does. 100-ton swing by moving away from him, like so. Move out of melee range. Was a little bit late there, but it's okay. There's Glower again. Dodge that. It can be pretty rough. Oh, he was typing. Here it is, Eye of the Beholder. Run towards the boss. Dodge it. See? Nice and simple. And then, yeah, just kill him. And you should be good. Dodge left or right for Glower. Make sure you're not in front of the boss during, oh, shit. I moved because I thought it was going to target me. Oh, my controller came undone. That's not good. That's not good. I got to get some sick, nasty heals out. One sec. There's a 100-ton swipe. Don't be in front of him. 100-ton swing. Move away from him. Oh, that's going to hit 2 people. Oh, he stunned it. Woo! That was dangerous. See how he just stunned that move? Yeah. If you're going to stun that move, be very, very careful. We're hunting rabbits. Also, why the heck did I have... Did I just cast a Cure 3? What was that? What is there? Yeah, did I just cast a Cure 3? I think I did. I think I hit 2 people with it, at least. It was an accident. I was on the wrong bar. Yeah. Boss is taking us a while to kill. But as you can see, for the most part, it's not so bad. I could comment on the ninja play specifically, because I'm seeing quite a few mistakes in terms of the way the ninjas are doing their damage. Like, I don't know if... Oh yeah, he just died. That's probably why he doesn't have it. Like, the biggest thing you have to do as a ninja is maintain your Huton buff. It should be every 3rd ninjutsu you cast. Oh, Jesus. He's dead. There we go. And we're all right. Oh, he's just going to go back to the start. That's all right. So, yeah. Huton should be every 3rd ninjutsu. You should be casting Huton. And then Suiton and then Raiton. It just kind of alternates between them all. Do I have a headpiece for my... I got a headpiece, right? I don't need that. Yeah, there's no point in rolling on that. A lot of this gear ends up being useless because you should have your artifact gear at this point. So we're just gonna skip over that. Hey, can I get protect back up on people before we pull? Please? I understand we want to go fast like Sonic, but I gotta make sure everybody's you know, in a fit condition to survive. Alright. Okay, let's recoup, because we had a really good first room, we had a really good first boss. That was a lot rougher. That second boss room where we had the second trash room where we had the disconnect, and I had to do all that healing. The second boss, we had quite a few extra deaths, but people were being very lighthearted about it. They were just like, damn it, I suck. Gotta stop typing, and things like that. I highly recommend you don't type during the coin counter. It's actually a pretty good point. You definitely shouldn't be typing during that encounter, because his moves have very short windows of time in order to dodge them. Glower, it's very common that somebody will take an extra half a second to try and dodge it, and they will just get completely destroyed by it. So I really recommend that you just try to focus as best as possible when you're trying to take on coin counter. I think it's going to come after me. So these are some more Dynamites. This room can also be a complete disaster. What you usually want to do is you want to take care of the patrolling enemies first, like the maybe the peasant or the two whatever those things were called that we pulled right before this. You want to pull those first and take them out, so that way they don't aggro when you're trying to take these things on. You also want to pull every enemy set back into this room if possible. Farther back is preferred, because the enemies that wander back and forth can actually still aggro you from where we're tanking right now. But the tank has been doing a really good job of repositioning trash pulls in order to avoid... Oh, just did that by accident. In order to avoid, you know, unnecessary aggro and whatnot. So I've actually been very, very happy with this tank's performance. He got hit by 1 attack on the second boss. It's not a big deal. It happens to everybody. He's been doing really great overall, though. The DPS has been quite lacking. So this dungeon's been taking, the summoner, I think, was it a summoner we had, or a black mage? I think it might have been a black mage in the first pull. I don't remember, my short-term memory. I lost all memory of what happened before the start, before that big pull where the guy was disconnected, and I had to, like, just panic heal for a good minute and a half straight. All memory is completely wiped from my brain of that instance. So, yeah. I think he was probably doing the majority of the damage between everybody here. So not having him in that pull was very, very unfortunate. But luckily, we're moving on. Oh, my controller keeps... I don't know why my controller only comes undone when I'm recording. I know I've mentioned that in a bunch of videos, and I think it's because I move around a little bit more when I'm recording, but still. I mean, I've been moving around when I'm not recording, too. I throw the controller all over the place. It just doesn't kick in until I actually start recording. I don't know what it is. All right, we got another peasant right here. Should be fine. Like, this thing should die very, very fast. What should happen is... one ninja should immediately be applying Dancing Edge, and then immediately you want Mutilate, and then, I mean you want to do your Shadow Fang combo and then your Mutilate combo. One thing I'm seeing is I'm only seeing one set of dots total. Now that's okay because on trash mobs Mutilate is garbage because it usually wears off well before it does enough damage to be worth using. But I mean, you should still be using Shadow Fang. You should still be using Dancing Edge. Increases, especially when there's 2 ninjas and a warrior here. Like, everybody except me benefits from the slashing debuff. It's so vital to have that debuff on that it's very unfortunate that we haven't really had it on all too much for a lot of the trash enemies. I understand some people don't like using Dancing Edge because they, I can just kill it with the Aeolian Edge. This enemy has been alive to the point where a single Dancing Edge probably would have killed it already. Just that extra 10% damage on the slashing attacks, it makes a huge difference. Every auto attack, every, you know, basic ability that you use, minus dots are unaffected by those types of debuffs. You know, it's a lot of damage added to it, and it's definitely something that everybody should be using. See, like this one has it. This one has a ton of dots on it, actually. I like it. I like all the dots. Don't need Mutilate, though, but it's fine. I mean, everybody's at least doing the mechanics properly. This is definitely one of the better Aurum Vale dungeons I've had ever. It's such a dangerous dungeon. We have another room of seedlings and fruits. So we have fruits there on the left. I'm actually going to... yeah, this is kind of dangerous. Yep, that's going to be dangerous. It's alright. I got this. Did I kill all the fruits? Yes, I did. Oh, God. Ugh. So, yeah, there's a lot more of them in this room than there was in the previous room. So you got to be a little bit... oh, God. He took so much damage. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, so scary. Why does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening to me? Okay. We're good. We're good. All the seedlings are dead. Well, all the seedlings we pulled are dead. And now we just have the gold vine. Do it for the gold vine. What the... oh, these might have been marble fruits that we didn't pop by accident. Oh, yeah. I think it was the fruits right there in the middle of the room that these seedlings came from. There's a lot of marble fruits in this room up here. In fact, if there's no seedlings, I kind of just want to go take care of them real quick. I just want to give him a regen and go kill them all off. Because as a healer, I can so easily deal with these marble fruits. It's like they don't have a lot of health. I can solo them. Like, I don't even need to be casting dots. I could probably just cast a set of dots on each of them and then just, like, leave. Or I could just cast 2 stone 2s and be done with it. Like, that's how weak they are. That's why you're able... like, I one-shot that one. Look at that. I'm not even healing the guy. He doesn't even have regen anymore. He doesn't need it. But in this room, you do need to clear everything. You need to clear both of the gold vines in order to open up the next part of the dungeon. So, where in most dungeons, like, you would skip this little path on the left over here, you actually don't. You have to go over there and kill it. There is a treasure chest in the far back. Highly recommend you go out of your way and get it. Doesn't hurt. And bam. See? Nice and simple. And we're good to go. No more of those. And now we can just kill this. And I think we have one more trash pull after this. And we're good to go. Ethereal Cobalt Plate Belt. A belt is actually a really good drop to get in this dungeon. It's a headpiece, a body piece. Not even a body piece, I guess. It's a headpiece, hands, legs, or boots that are pretty bad to get in this dungeon. You can spear upon them later, which we'll be talking about. But in terms of actually upgrading your gear, you should have this gear. I mean, this is level 45 armor. You should have had this 2 levels ago before you come into this dungeon. And it's item level 50, so it's better than any of the ethereal stuff you're going to get inside of this dungeon. Accessories, a body piece isn't bad, actually, because you can't have the AF yet unless you're already level 50. Belt is really good, and accessories. And a weapon. Weapon is really, really good to get out of this dungeon. You won't use it for very long, but it's still good, you know. I'm not going to say don't roll on the weapon. That's not what's going to happen right here. I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying. I'm Super Saiyan. Alright, I'm going to get a few holies off here. He's got a nice Divine Seal regen. I can get a couple of these off, get some extra damage, speed things up a little bit. And still have enough MP to make sure I heal him. See? Woo! That's what I love. That's, honestly, I love that about White Mage. Just being able to do those holies, get so much damage out, and still just be okay. Like, I'm not even going to use Shroud of Saints. I'm just going to save it for the boss because I don't see myself needing it. If I have to, I'll pop a potion instead. All of a sudden, as soon as I said I didn't need it, he started taking a ton of damage. I'm trying to spam Cure once to get those free Cure procs again. Alright, I might just use it. Yeah, I'm going to use it. Oh, yeah. I wanted to avoid using it, but I don't know why all of a sudden just... Oh, well, there we go. 1900 crit will do it. I feel like a lot of it is my weapon. My weapon's level 45. It's HQ. Maybe it's just not up to snuff. Maybe that's it. I also didn't check his armor to see if it's up to date. I'm assuming it is, but I could be wrong. I'm not really paying attention. In fact, let's check that as a healer. I know I say I usually don't like to examine people in the dungeons, but no, yeah, he's got great gear, actually. He's got phenomenal gear. Some of it's a little bit, you know, off. Like, these aren't tanking legs. But for the most part, yeah, he's got a good defense level. Okay, so we are at the final boss of the dungeon. This is an annoying boss. So it's Mizzer's Mistress. So you can see there's Morble Fruits again, and this boss is a very similar mechanic to the first boss. Where it's going to give you a stacking debuff, and in order to get rid of it, you have to eat a Morble Fruit. These fruits respawn much slower than the other fruits. MP, then good to go. So what you're going to want to do is kind of break it off into sections. One melee DPS takes 2 fruit, one the other. Both DPS split 4 fruits. A healer gets 2 fruits and a tank gets 2 fruits. The tank usually gets the fruits in the far back of the room, and that's just how you deal with it. The boss itself has mostly normal attacks that you'll get from any Morble. You know, like the Bad Breath attack. It has a hard-hitting tank ability, as you just saw right there. It has a bunch of different stuff, and then it, of course, has the ability that that AoEs the whole room and gives them a stacking debuff. Also, it has a move that does the stacking debuff, but it hits only an individual. So not everybody gets to the full stacks right at what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't give everybody the same stacks at the same time. So that's the stacking debuff you're seeing right here. It's called Burrows, and the debuff itself is called Burrs. So he just targeted me and gave me an extra stack of the debuff. That's like the big thing, you know, that he does in this fight, is he targets people and then gives them an extra stack. So it makes it so everybody doesn't necessarily try to press the fruit at the same time. Everybody kind of has to watch their own debuff levels and whatnot. I'm also going to Stone Skin myself. I highly recommend, if you can do this, to Stone Skin yourself and anybody who gets the double stack, because the third stack actually hurts quite a bit. You see, that was through Stone Skin that it hit for that hard. So that's why I highly recommend doing that. I'm also going to throw a Medica out here. Had a few regens, throw the Medica out, should be fine. He's targeting that guy, so that guy's getting his third stack. He's getting ready to go eat a Morble Fruit. And we're doing really good. This has been a really good dungeon, but there's still one final test that we have to see. Luckily, as a White Mage, I can carry this fight. And I know what you're thinking, oh, well, don't all healers, you know, carry fights? Like, isn't that a normal thing? It's on a totally different level when it comes to this fight. So here's the mechanic that healers can, that a White Mage specifically can absolutely carry. He runs to a spot in the room, summons a bunch of Morble Fruit, and if it spawns, it'll spawn a bunch of the seedlings like before. So all you have to do as a healer is run up, cast 2 holies, kill everything, and you are good. You'll get rid of them all. Now, if you don't kill one of the Morble fruits that become the seedlings, what happens instead is they'll turn into the seedlings, but every time the seedlings attack, they actually, oh, is this guy going to die? He's going to take a lot of damage. They actually, instead of, you know, just hitting for, you know, whatever damage and annoying the tank, they give people extra stacks with each auto attack. So you really, really need to be careful to not let any of them hatch, or if you do let them hatch, to take care of them immediately. It hurts. That's just all you need to know. It hurts a lot. He's probably going to do it one more time after this burrs. So I'm going to go eat my fruit. And then he's got, yeah, now he's running over to do it again. I'm going to throw some regens up, and then I'm going to Swift Cast, Holy, and we're good to go. I'm going to cast 2 of them. It's a lot of MP, so you have to be careful if you're doing this. If you're going out of your way to do the holies, be very, very careful. It is very MP, you know, stressful. It's very stressful on your MP levels. So if you're a little bit less experienced, you know, just try to leave it to your DPS. If you've had to do a lot of extra healing because people aren't getting rid of your getting rid of their stacks, that's another reason why you may want to take it easy. But we did a really good job. I even got a Morbol card for Triple Triad. I already have that on my main, so I'm not mad. I'm gonna be mad if I get the Gaius card on my alt though. That's gonna upset me quite a bit. So yeah, this dungeon also gives it also gives a Triple Triad card, gives the Morbol card. I'm just gonna use it. I can't do anything else with it, so I might as well. So yeah, that was a really good, really solid dungeon. And I just got the scepter. Is that a Black Mage scepter? I'm assuming it is. And I just got a level 47 Black Mage weapon if I ever decide to level my Black Mage on this character. Which, who knows? Maybe I will. I didn't get to give my commendation to anybody, unfortunately, because they all left so quickly. But that was it. That was Aurum Vale. I got 2 commendations out of that. That was really nice. The group overall, there was a few faults here and there, but that's normal for players coming up and they're, you know, getting their first 50s, getting their first, you know, jobs, or getting used to the job really as it hits the late 40s. It's common to focus more on trying to survive than optimal damage rotations and things like that. Tank did an excellent job. Overall, I was very pleased with that dungeon, and now we can go hand in our quests. And yeah, we're gonna hit max rank. I actually, you know, I say we're gonna hit max rank at the Grand Company. I actually think we need to pay a certain amount of seals even after we beat this quest. I think beating this quest is like half of the requirement, and I think I also need to pay 10,000 Grand Company seals. Let me find out. Let's hand in the quest first. Overall, though, like, I'm just happy that we did that one try. I'm so amazed we didn't wipe. You have no idea. Well, I'm sure you have some idea because you were there, but you have no idea. Okay, yeah, I think now we have the ability to unlock the final promotion. Yeah, and it costs 9,000, so that's something I'm going to work on a little bit later. Once you do that 9,000, you're max rank, you can access everything. I highly recommend trying to do it ASAP, whether it be through fate grinding or whether it be through, you know, Grand Company leaves. Whatever your method is, do it. You know, I already mentioned the challenge log, you know, with the Grand Company hand-ins. That's an extra 2,000 seals per week, depending on how long you've been working on it. And yeah, overall, I hope you enjoyed that video. The next few videos are where it gets really real, people. Like, it's been getting there, but now we have all the level 50 dungeons and, you know, fights. We have the hard mode primals. We have the relic quest. We have unlocking the Crystal Tower storyline. Gearing up as a fresh 50. A lot of people think it's super hard. I'm going to show you a super easy way to gear up as a fresh 50 with no other 50s to help you out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys in the next part. Until then, take care.